we've made it. We're in Chattenden. Obviously going to give the location away. It's one that I've known about for donkeys, but what happened was it got cleared out. So it kind of made it easier, although actually now it's quite overgrown. Back again. It's a really good condition air raid shelter. I'm really excited to show you this one. Long overdue on this channel for actually doing this, so come along with me. Let's explore the air raid shelter. To this interesting air raid shelter that a lot of explorers have done, and I've been well aware of for, Christ, talking over 10 years now. Just finally had the opportunity to come down here, really. I've always said, actually, one of the main reasons that sometimes I get put off is when everybody does it. It's just like, okay, right, if everybody's going to do it, I just don't really have enough confidence to sort of think that my video is going to be any better than anybody else's, and that's the honest truth of it, because I actually think 9 times out of 10 everybody else who would do a video on this, for example, is going to do a better job than me. So that's, I don't think I'm openly speak about that, but it's just a confidence thing, basically. So I just sort of hold fire until I sort of feel like, okay, let's do it. But yeah, known about this for a while. In fact, actually it benefits the fact that outside, as you could see, it got cleared out. We're now at the far end, which is our escape hatch. And as you can see, the cave spiders are colossal in size here. And what's probably more likely is that over time, if you can see the rubbish that is on the floor here, over time probably what's happened is they've used the escape hatch as a form of rubbish. In fact, my faith would dictate that sort of looks like a... Does it look like a bit of a toilet that's been broken into? Kind of hard. Bit of asbestos, bit of everything in here. Whole works. But actually, for argument's sake, it's actually in really good condition. There's some piping here as well, as you can note. Very interesting. And it's just really, really interesting, this one, because it's a really good size. Obviously for Chattenden itself, obviously their barracks, which is MOD property, which is going through multiple changes even as we speak now. So actually this air raid shelter at some point will probably disappear. I can't imagine this one really, let's just say in about 10 years time, still being here. So might as well record it now. So my steps, quite overgrown. And interesting enough, that's actually at ground height. Now, in other words, that is actually the level of what it should be, and it's quite a small entrance. You have to sort of tuck in, and you come in, and then you see this wonderful concrete. Beautiful construction, concrete roof as well. It's a solid piece of kit, this one. And then we've got here, which, now, I'm not going to lie, I claim to be no expert on whatsoever, which obviously where the piping is coming into. They look like heating or something similar. So there you go. I'm not going to claim to be an expert on that one, everybody, but it's rare that you sort of see something like this. As we know, oh Christ, look at the size of you. Those are massive here. They really are big bad boys. They blend in really, really well. Interesting, I'm having to wear wellies. There's no sign of any form of drainage that you're going to get from this. Very, very cool. I mean, take my word for it, even though it is rusting to hell, the condition actually is quite good for the date. Remarkable. So we're not too far away from Lodge Hill Anti-Aircraft, which we've done a video on, and yeah, we've done a video on Lodge Hill Anti-Aircraft battery. We've also done another Chattenden trench shelters as well. That was in the past. Yeah, without really doing the buildings themselves and all the ammunition stuff and everything else, which is the main sort of stuff now. But I mean, the fact this air raid shelter, God, I'm sorry, I'm talking a bit creepy here, aren't I? The fact that this still even exists, or this shelter, bunker, whatever we're going to refer to it as for the moment, it's an air raid shelter really, because that's what it's been labelled as. The fact that almost every single rung of the ladder is there, except for that one. And the fact that when you look up, you know, they've sealed it, but we'll take it. There's a divide at the back there as well. Not sure if you can sort of see that post. It's yeah, it's a nice one. A really, really nice one. Very cool. There you go, everybody. Remarkable condition considering. We have bits and bobs floating all about. I did take a look and there wasn't anything I could sort of see that was you know, exciting me too much. But very, very nice. Great condition. Really pleased with that. Not really much else I can sort of document on it, sadly, because this is just literally one of these sort of air raid shelters or shelters, should we just sort of say, underground ones, that you know, does what it does. But I love that smoking prohibited above us, which is here. Up there. Pretty special, isn't it? Right, I think we're done. Let's head out. Before I show you the escape hatch, there you go. Like I said, it's quite a big old shelter this. Can you imagine opening it up and then all them like big old cave spiders coming through? Not ideal. Still, a really great piece of history. Let's go. Well, everybody, on a really warm summer's day, good to get that one finally documented and ticked off the list as best as possible. Really, really interesting, really, really cool. Any more words of Phoenix history? Thank you so much for coming along with me. Really hope you enjoyed that, thought it was worth. Yeah, just nice, really. I mean, there's so much history around here that we can explore at some other later date, but for now, it's an air raid shelter, and we can actually put that separately out of sequence, which I think is quite important to sort of do. In other words, we don't need a history lesson on this. We can just sort of say, you know, Chattenden Barracks, Lodge Hill, obviously, all in context of our World War history, and obviously later on as well. Like I said, the history lesson will come at some other point, I'm sure, with all this stuff. Any more words of Phoenix history? Because history matters. I think it just really does, doesn't it, on a place like this. Take care, everybody. Please feel free to spread the word of the channel. It really goes a long way, and it helps me, just encourage me to keep going. And, you know, even when sometimes I might not feel like it, and I see all those amazing likes and those views, I'm just so grateful for every single one of you out there to help support me on this channel. It really goes a long way, so more than you think. Take care, everybody, and I will of course see y'all very soon. You ready? Indeed. Kapow.